Greetings, everyone. Today I wanted to bring up something that was spurred on by a conversation I had with a colleague. This person was working with couples, and something that I've done for many years, and it can be very rewarding work. It can be very challenging work. And I was asking this colleague of mine who was, seeking some advice, some input about dealing with a couple, and I found that my colleague, well-intentioned, is actually a very good therapist, was making a mistake. And the big mistake is one of the mistakes I see a lot of times when we're working with couples is that we get too bogged down in the narratives, too bogged down in the ideas about what's supposed to be happening according to a certain theory or way of processing information. A lot today I hear is we're bringing back attachment theories and those kind of things, anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, all of those. More focus on emotions and that's all great stuff. I just caution that I think when you don't make the focus of your couple session action that they carry out, you end up getting kind of bogged down, as I mentioned, in narratives about narratives. So it may be a wonderful thing that we're able to spot an attachment issue that one or both may have, and that's a great conversation to engage in, and it helps to enlighten. But at the end of the day, if nobody's doing anything different, it doesn't matter. So, along with the focus on processing emotions and these other theories, it's got to come down to a real basic idea is to do something that's different than they're doing it. Is it really that important a lot of times why things happen if those things that they don't like have been changed? So rather than spending time working in areas that may or may not change action, why not just jump in, even on the first session, and add a couple of maybe small little things that the couples can do between sessions to interrupt this process that they're doing. Because regardless of why they're doing it, they are still doing actively participating in a interactive process. Now, as a result of that, if we don't change the pattern of that interaction, they can have all the understanding about why they're fighting, why they're being unfaithful, why they're cold and detached. But it doesn't matter as far as the success and the outcomes if something's not different. So if you have one couple where one moves closer and the other pulls back, we can come up with an explanatory thing. Oh, well, that's due to early issues in childhood, or how did your mom and dad express affection, and we can go down that road. Again, nothing wrong with that. But that's still, this is a pattern of action and interaction. So interrupting those patterns sometimes is the fastest way to actually get change. Milton Erickson once said that he felt that it's experience that really leads to change rather than any type of understanding. And I've kind of come to that conclusion myself. Now, again, I'm not, if you're an emotion focused therapist or you specialize in attachment disorders and all that, it doesn't negate what you're doing. You just have to, unlike my poor colleague, not get stuck in all of those stories that they tell. Because, I mean, couples are great at trying to triangulate you, at trying to, pick sides. Oh, and here's yet another thing she has done to me. And it goes on and on and on. So sometimes just the first session, what's one thing you'd like to do different? If I were to see you in a movie doing something different, both of you, what would that be? And then coming out with an action plan and steps to do it. So the biggest mistake you can make sometimes is to get stuck in why things happen, why this person's doing that, and following a personal history that may go on for generations. And because now we're with family constellations, that the stuff can happen 5 or 6 generations away, and it has an effect today. But what we need to work on is what's happening today. And the more we pay attention to what's happening in the moment in the interaction, we find a lot of really good material to work with. So let's kind of make sure we balance all the kind of past-oriented, reflecting, explanatory models with some present and future focused modes of action and interaction. Even in some of my toughest couples cases, I find that just staying focused on what they're doing is sometimes the best way to also to keep you focused and present. So just throwing that out. Hope it helps. Feel free to agree, disagree, leave a comment, all those wonderful things. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.